What's up, guys? Hey, it's James Hurst again with the Marketing Show. I'm with Josh Rosenfeld. He's going to be teaching us on the topic of multiple chat handoff, which I've never done before, and he has kind of learned how to do it. He's going to show us how to do it right now today.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. All right, let's do this. See how fast we can do this. So I'm going to share my screen. We good?
Yep, it's there.
Awesome. All right, so on the right, I have a Facebook page up that I made for a fictitious social media marketing agency that does chatbots for real estate agents. It's called Agent Chatter. We connected a chatbot up to the chatting component, the messaging messenger, Facebook Messenger. So over here is the chatbot that's connected, and this is called Agent Chatter. This is my receptionist bot. It's also the default bot. This is the main bot that starts the initial conversation from cold incoming traffic, which is coming from here. Okay. Now, so the first thing it does is it's going to ask a question. It says, find out what the lead name is here for. If each objective can have extra prompting. So here's the extra prompting. I want to know if they're here to see a listing, to sell their house, or to talk to an agent. And that will map to a custom field that I created in Go High Level. And I'll show you that. So in Go High Level, I have a field that I created called agent type. This could be anything. It could be pressure washing type. It could be, workout class type or whatever. It's just something to differentiate and route. So if I show you this, you'll see what I mean. So this pull down menu, I just gave it these names: buying, selling, and then agent, right? So these kind of line up with buying, selling, agent down here. The field automatically maps when I select it from auto update. So it knows the close bot will automatically, using its magic, figure out which one of these maps properly to one of these, and it will do that for you. Okay. Now, once it's done, I want to route it potentially to one of two other bots. I have a listing bot and I have a buying bot. Okay. And now the only difference is the listing bot is mapped to a specific listing, which looks like this. Okay. So you can see all these different listings. So I have a listing bot here. And so this listing has this form on it, right? So that's kind of the main listing bot use case. And we've done something different for email, but I want to switch into this bot rather than trigger it manually. Okay. So we're doing that. So here's my listing bot and here's my buying bot. And all this bot does is try to buy someone's home. So if I told the bot I want to sell my home, it will trigger the buying bot and then try to buy their home. Okay. And so if you'll notice, these ask very similar questions: name, email, phone, name, email, phone. There's something different, right? So the first question on my reception, so this could be anywhere in the workflow, any priority. It's going to change this field that I showed you. It's going to change that field, right? It's going to change this field up based on their answer. Okay. And then the next question it asks is, what's your name? Now, when the person answers this question to the receptionist bot, this is when the switch happens. Okay. And I'll show you where that happens. And I'm going to go back to the bot. So in your workflow, your close bot V4, this is a V4 snapshot workflow. Step 2 is where most of the work is happening. The standard workflow looks very similar, other than the on column, the on conditional here. It's just one of these bots. So I have added something called router. And watch, I'm just looking to see for the buying bot, if the agent type is selling, they're selling their home. Okay. And this will map to, if you're, what kind of pressure washing do they need? What service do they want? Whatever. I then map this agent type field that we made over here. Remember, we made this cool field. Yep. So that's what I'm mapping it to. And then there's a none branch on every conditional, and this is important. So on the none branch, what I learned is that this is where like the default bot will go. If it doesn't know what to do, it's going to put it there. So if the bot comes through, if someone comes through the reception bot on the first time, this agent type field isn't selected yet. So it is blank. It doesn't equal these. So it's not going to go down these branches. So it doesn't equal this. It doesn't equal this. It equals nothing. It equals none. It goes down the receptionist branch or the default branch. And that's where I have my receptionist bot. So down here, everyone is familiar with these hooks, right? For your web hook, and then it does follow up. You can, those are not mandatory. They're optional. So look, I have my webhook here. So all I do is I added a new variable. V4 does not have the bot variable built in. I added this bot. and I gave it the bot number. 5918 is the buying bot, right? And then
6052.
we got right. Then I've got 6052 is my listing bot. I know they match. So here's 6052, my listing bot, and so on. And that's it. So that's how that's how the bot will switch in real time. Okay. And this is just one way to do it. The other way to do it is with tags. And there's lots of advanced ways to do this, but it's a really simple way to do real-time live bot switching. And here's the beauty of this. All I had to do was add the custom tag, right? I didn't have to do anything else. I did not have to make another workflow in order for this to happen whatsoever. I just added this one step here that uses its own question. Don't forget, the bot also asked this question for itself. So the bot fills this field out automatically when it asks what are they here for? That's how you do the handoff. Let me show you one thing. This is important. So this name question is the first. So it's going to ask why are you here? Then it's going to ask the name. They're going to respond, my name's whatever. And if if it knows the name and it skips it, it's going to ask a question. What's your email? What's your phone? Whatever. Because it's getting that after you find out why they're here. So the other two bots, the first question they ask is name. The first question this bot asked is name. So they match up, right? So when the person responds, it's going to respond to the same, it's going to answer the same question it was just asked, right? And then continue the conversation. And that's how the bot will automatically switch in step 2 with really no other workflow additions, because it comes in, the trigger is not like push this through. So if the reply channel is this, it just comes straight through it, and it works pretty well. So we can try it.
Question.
Yeah. What's up?
So can you go back to the other thing, the close bot?
Yeah.
So what do you do? How do you know? How do you know when do you route? Do you have to wait for name or?
No, this second question could be anything. So you may have, it may ask what the agent type is over here. You just need to have some sort of question that it asks to get them to respond to the next bot, or else you need to do something with an override message, which is much more complicated, right? The bot is not going to auto respond and change itself based on this routing technique unless there's another conversation from the user. So this enables you to elegantly pass from one bot to the other, because they're asking one question, and when they answer it, the other bot picks it up. And it could be any question. It could be a filler question, anything.
Are you saying that I ask the agent type question, I get that answer, and then you ask one more thing, and then that gives it time to save that?
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. It just seems to work better, and it works well. And it's a matter of, there's a name here, and then these other bots, the first question it asks is name. So when it answers, my name is Bob, it will know why it's answering my name is Bob perfectly, because everything matches perfectly.
Okay.
And I think that may be one trick to do a really nice handoff. And if there's any issues with the handoff, we tested it. It's really in the routing. I mean, just make sure these are named right. Sometimes they can get crisscrossed. This did. But it's relatively simple. Don't forget, the default bot, which I'm calling receptionist, goes down the none branch. That's a crucial, because there's a default none branch like this. And lots of people, me included, thought, okay, well, this is always kind of blank. I'll just won't put anything in there and add a receptionist. I had a receptionist branch. You don't do that. Okay. So that's another, but it's very elegant. It's very simple. You're just adding a router on its own, and it's asking its own question to get to determine where to go.
Looks like we're at the top of the hour. We're at the top of the hour. Do you have a minute to test, or do you have to go?
Yeah, no, I can test.
Okay, let's test it real quick.
All right, so I got a blank. So if you're testing CloseBot, this is, some people prefer to reset their bot, whatever. I like to start over fresh, because I just
deleted the contact.
Yeah, I like to delete the contact. Yes, you can, you can hit the reset switch in the contact itself, but I just want everything fresh. And I want to make sure the goals accomplished are all out, and I know that it will do that, but just in case, makes me comfortable. So I say hi. So this is incoming traffic, a demo perhaps, right? We talked about how to open up a demo from a button, which is cool. A messenger from a button. That's fast. On a side note, dude, it got pretty quick.
Yeah, it's getting faster.
I mean, to the point where long messages are like unrealistically long for the speed. What can I assist you with today? I want to buy a home. So I want to buy a home should take me to the listing bot. It should show me the listings. A buyer would talk to a listing agent to look at homes, at least. Great. It knew my name because I came in from Facebook. I have a step in here that we're not showing how to skip objectives if they're already known. So I knew the name.
Yeah,
Give it a number.
I need to learn that one too.
Yeah, that's a great little little trick.
Yeah.
I also learned that if you give a different name in Facebook, it won't change the field. It considers it a false name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Learn something new every day. So fingers crossed that it goes to my listing bot, which is here. Oh, look, it did number correction this time. Thank you. So it knew that the phone number was bad. So if you're wondering if CloseBot will check for bad numbers, looks like it does.
Now let's be clear. There's phone number validation, and then there's
Right.
just pure digit counting.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
this was not enough digits.
Yeah.
We're not doing any phone validation. I haven't seen a bot do that yet, but should work with Go High Levels built-in validation, maybe just automatically.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's automatic. It might fail.
Now it has to be for an email address, which is correct. So it's going down this path here. The question is the listing bot should be asking these questions now. So let's find out. So I said I want to buy a home. So the listing bot's going to pop up. It should.
Can you give us a peek into the listing bot objective?
I'm looking. Yeah, I'm loading it.
Okay,
it's
nice.
a little slow. Bear with me.
Thanks so much for taking the time to help my audience with this, dude.
Sure.
Appreciate it. And you are doing live still, the chatbotchallenge.com.
The chatbotchallenge.com school group. It's really
every day. This guy charges a lot of money per hour. So the fact that you can
working, it's working. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I could tell based on the response. It's a listing. Yes. So it went to the listing bot. So let's try it again. One more time. So testing is key. It's all about the testing. Yep. So I erased my name because it's got tags on it now. It's the I know you can manually do it, but this seems faster. All right. It doesn't take very long to test. But you'll never know how your bot works until you test it because it is conversational AI. Every time is slightly different. It's a challenge. Okay, so I'm gonna say hi. So I also, when I test, I also like to do the same conversation. I give it the same responses, or very close if I can. What I'm looking for, like I want to buy a home. I want to buy a home.
Yep.
I don't say, I'm thinking of doing this, and came into the lottery, and what can I assist you with today? I want to sell my home. Now we're doing the other path.
Yep, going down the other path.
Yep, the buying bot, because now if someone wants to sell their home, the buying bot's going to buy their home.
Now, I'm just curious, what was the bot supposed to deliver that link to that website with the listing? Is that further down?
No. So good question. So I didn't put that in there. There's no link to the website. So our listing bot's doing double duty. It's doing cold incoming demo traffic to find a house, and it's also acting as the bot for that individual listing. It may not be the optimal setup, but it works for the demo, right? Yeah. So yes,
just curious. I was just curious.
Perfect. It's not perfect.
I was just curious.
That's a big step. I'd be happy to help you with that. So it's going to ask you for my phone number, which is very friendly. I like that, James. It's much more. Okay, great. Now you're serious about something. Let me get your number in case we get disconnected.
So multiple bot routing. I'll tell you, it's GHL Bounty Hunters. Do you want an estimate ticket? Do you want an on-demand ticket?
Right. Anything you could imagine. If you could put it in a multiple blind list, you could
categories.
Route. Yep. Tag routing is a whole different animal that we'll attack later.
Okay.
Spread your email address. Okay, so it's going through it's finding out the info, right? Fine with me. And then if I look on my I'm not gonna look at my contact. I feel confident it's gonna work. So now we're making sure the buying bot works. So the buying bot should have asked these questions.
So
it did.
Bot. Go to modify bot.
It did. It worked. The buying bot second got it. How soon could you sell your home? So look at this. So this workflow is complicated. This is a great workflow. This is, I think, comes with CloseBot. But so it went through this. Now it's saying, when do you want to sell it? Then it's going to say, why do you want to sell your home? So here's, it asks me before you proceed, how soon are you hoping to move forward? Pretty soon. This month. So it asked me the timeline.
Yep.
Then it's let's get through we'll get to the booking and we'll call it a show.
Okay.
It gets through mode. So it's going to say, why are you selling your home?
So can you scroll up? You said we're selling our home this time, right? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
no, this time I said I
want
want
to
to
sell my home.
So
Yeah, okay.
this demo is going to try to buy your home.
Okay, that's very confusing sometimes. This and that.
Yeah, this is a complex demo. That's quite soon. If you don't mind me asking, is there a particular reason you're looking to sell this house? There was a fire.
There you go.
I mean, I didn't say anyone was hurt, so hopefully it'll be compassionate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to hear that. And it has been, and you can actually tweak the bot to be more compassionate. This is hilarious. Yeah, once I learned this step recently, I was like, oh my gosh.
Opens up a whole world of opportunities.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, it makes it so easy to switch bots. So you're really sorry to hear about the fire. You consider selling the property as is? Now,
See, you didn't tell it that. You didn't tell it that.
I didn't, but it did say there's a potential interest. So I didn't ask, do I want to sell yet? Are you selling the property? Oh, see, this is good though. Like, as a realtor, if I could send them that conversation history, I'll see that, because that's a good question to ask. Like, well, hold on, are you selling it as is? You're going to fix it first.
Yeah.
I'll say as is, because a lot of people will buy homes as is. That's kind of the buying space right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
As is homes, flip them. I don't know if that's so popular, but I bet it is.
I flip Facebook groups.
There you go. So it should be going down this path. It should say, okay, interest. So it kind of went over. So kind of the interest kind of was answered. Let's look at the contact really quick over here. Let's see if it got the interest. It had to have. So it considered the answer to one of those the interest.
Okay.
Which is fine. We're not really getting into how the bot is chatting. It's still pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. So it got to booking. Let's book here. So it did a book. By the way, this calendar is not hooked up to anything, but it did a booking. And I'll do 4 p.m. is okay.
Awesome.
And it should say, thank you very much. Now, this bot keeps talking. I could stop the bot at the end of this flow, but I kind of think that it'd be neat maybe to, once it books, is to reset the this field to nothing so that it goes back to the receptionist bot, so it would answer general real estate questions.
Yep.
And I also like doing testing on Facebook because it's free. If you really need to test this how your client's going to see it and you're getting paid, look at it on cell phone or look at it on mobile for sure.
Awesome. Multi-bot routing. Multi-bot routing. Thank you.
Multi-bot, multi-pass. Cool.
All right, guys. Let me know if you guys got value from that. Drop a comment below this video what you learned. Please share this out and get the word out. This is awesome technology. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Advice given is for educational purposes only and may not be applicable to your business. You should know that the Marketing Show receives compensation through its affiliate relationship for the products and services it recommends. Thank you for your support, and we hope to see you on the next episode of The Marketing Show.